Hello, everyone. I am here. We are back with the Rusty Bucket Boys. Hey, guys, how's it going?
How you doing?
Doing okay?
Peace out and all that good stuff,
Yeah. So for anybody who maybe didn't see our whirligig session from the last time, can you kind of introduce yourselves?
Go ahead.
Okay, well, my name is Tim Meineke. I'm a singer-songwriter and played in Greenville for quite a few years now, but, I was a nurse before that at the hospital for 33 years. So this is sort of my bucket list kind of stuff. So kind of really enjoying being able to play out and kind of can't wait till we can get back out there again and play some. So.
Yeah. And I'm John Benson. They call me Singer. I've been doing this, since I was 19 years old, I guess. I've played in rock and roll bands and ended up playing solo stuff primarily. And I have some projects, duets, and Tim's a big important part of that.
Throwing pencils
Yeah.
on it.
Anyway, so we've had so much fun together that I guess about 2 years ago, maybe we decided to try to do something and came up with our Rusty Bucket Boys thing. Here we are. So.
I love it. And can you touch again? I know we talked a little bit about it last time, where the name came from.
Yeah. This well, we're obviously rusty. You can look at us and kind of tell that.
Rusty meaning old,
Yeah.
but still functional.
Hey, yeah, there you go. And this has kind of like been our bucket list because we're both retired, And my wife told me I had to go do something or she was going to have to shoot me because I was. I'm not a sit around guy. So, but anyway, we decided this was our bucket list. So there was the Rusty in the bucket, and we figured we weren't girls unless you look at me from the back. And that's
So I know you touched on this a little bit earlier, Tim, about the pandemic and being ready to get back out there. So how has everything that's going on now in the world, how has that affected things for you guys in terms of your music?
Well, it's made it so we can't play out. We played in a lot of different places around, not just in Greenville, but in Tarboro and Rocky Mountain, in Kinston, and different places around. And we were having a good time, but it's just kind of made all of those different places. They're all eating joints or breweries or whatever. And so it's made it so that we just the places we've played before we can't. So, and then there really is we're kind of up in years a little bit. So, it makes it so that we're really sort of modifying and really condensing what we do. So we've just been in the studio. We've been actually writing a few songs and just, having, fun and we're kind of like brothers, in a way, we're around each other, and we've, kind of decided that, we're gonna take a chance and kind of at least we get together, and you can't really get too close to him before you start getting kind of. But anyway, yeah. So it's affected everybody, and it's not just us. It's everybody who plays music and plays out and everything. All these guys that go to open mics and then they play in bars and restaurants, and there's just none of that,
Yeah.
And so you just have to find other things to do, and so that's what we're doing.
We made a conscious effort not to start playing live again, just for the safety factor of it. We've
Right.
both got families and grandkids and kids, and we just want to be careful with everything. So it was a decision we made not to go public yet. We're gonna do it again because we can't stand not doing it. But
yeah. But now there is a way for people to be able to check you guys out online, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we've got a YouTube page. We're on another site called Reverb Nation, which is a place for people like us to post their music. And of course, we're on Facebook under Rusty Bucket Boys.
With a Z.
With a Z.
With a Z. With a Z.
And my hopes are I found 5 or 6 more sites. So we're just going to spread our music through that mechanism. And there's also a wonderful site in Little Washington called Boco Music, and they've done a wonderful thing. They've pretty much opened their site up for people like us to come up and do like little concerts on their.
Oh,
on
that's
their
great.
And if you go there, the concerts that have been played are still up. Okay, I think they've got to, because of legal reasons, they're going to have to drift away from just open performances doing cover tunes and things. But there's a lot of guys like us that are going to come up and do original music, so that's still an active site. And do some covers. Just got to be careful how much you do and that kind of thing.
Well, but
I
you
think,
guys have so many wonderful original songs.
yeah,
too.
well, that was a concept that when we started doing this, that was something that was really important to us was, a lot of folks are doing cover tunes. And that's what people love to hear when you go to the bars and they want to sing along. But it's also important that you show your artistic abilities and write your own songs, particularly if you think they turn out pretty good. And fortunately, knock on wood, the people that have heard our songs seem to like them a lot. So.
Oh
we're
yeah, well,
excited.
we love them. We
But I
love them,
do,
that's for
yeah,
sure.
we play cover tunes also, but we really concentrate on our own music. And Tim's he's more prolific at it than I am. And so most of the stuff is Tim's, and I try to catch up as best I can,
He's written some really good songs. So we kind of enjoy it. And then he's got a different voice than I do. So, he plays a little bit different. We never play in the same key. One of us is, always playing in a different key somewhere else so that we've got a lot of diversity between just the two guitars.
Yeah.
So, it kind of works out really, really well. We have a lot of fun.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I know that you guys are super talented, especially since now, so I'm sure everybody who is watching this right now saw our intro to the show. You guys sang that song, and I mean, you came up with it just like that. Just the last time we were together, you just kind of were like, okay, let's just talk about this for just a minute. Okay, let's go. And you had it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way we are in the studio too.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'll come up with a little, 3-chord or 4-chord thing, or something different, and then he'll go, oh yeah, and then he'll kind of add a little bit to it, or he'll get a capo out and start playing something, and it's really fun. It's just innovative and do things that are new and stuff like that. So, and we like our original music, and it better than we love playing covers. But there's nothing more rewarding than to create your own piece of music and have it good enough so that you actually enjoy it yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're just kind of that way. So
Yeah, we tend to grin a lot when we play.
so if you got something you need to plug, let us know. We'll write a song
we'll
for
write
it.
a song for you.
That's great. That's great. Okay, so in terms of your original music, do each of you have a favorite?
Oh Lord. Huh. I have a favorite of his. Like I said, the very first song I ever heard him do, and it was actually, I used to be, me and another friend did something called 3 Chords in a Song. Excuse me. And it was an open mic, but it was a little different than the normal open mic. We required that you write a song and perform it. So it was all original music. And his name was Dan Bacon. It was his idea, and then we kind of shared doing it. And we did that for a couple of years. It was real fun because it was a challenge for these guys. Met all kinds of interesting people, and then one day Tim walked in and started playing. I didn't know who he was. And he started playing a song called Ocracoke. I think it was one of the songs you presented. And I was so impressed with that song that I just picked up my guitar and walked on stage and said, I can play, right? And Tim said, well, okay.
Who are you?
Who are you? Yeah. And I added my little bit to it, and that's where it all started. But that, if I say of all the songs that he's written, Ocracoke still to me it's just a beautiful song. And he's written funner songs and happier songs and sadder songs, but my favorite of Tim's is Ocracoke. So
Well, if you go to Ocracoke and you can actually remember what you did there, you can write a song about it later on.
It's true. It's true. Ocracoke's a wonderful place.
And I think Tim's song is wonderful.
No.
I don't have a preference. I'd be hard pressed to pick one that I like.
I like the one that I'm hoping that you've got that you can play, and that's This Is the Place.
Yeah.
And that's about his biker bar that he goes to, up in Raleigh. He says it's about something else, but that's what it's about.
Yeah.
So that's my favorite song of his.
That's wonderful. Now, so you guys seem so buddy-buddy. I know you've got to hang out outside of your music. So during this pandemic, while everybody's kind of, is finding ways to stay safe, what are some of the things that you guys do outside of your music to hang out?
Well, Tim talked me into going fishing yesterday. And of course, then he told me the same thing that the last guy that invited me to go fish said. I don't know why the fish aren't biting. They always bite.
Yeah, we didn't touch anything, but we had a good time.
You caught a crab.
Well, yeah, it's down on Blunts Creek, and you know, it's just a great place. There's so many good places, great, awesome places in Eastern North Carolina, but you know, Blunts Creek is one of those awesome places, and we just fished off a dock out there, and it was really nice, and it was a sort of a, you know, western zephyr coming through, you know, a real easy wind coming and ripples on the water, and you could just kind of sit there, and if you didn't catch anything, it's okay, you know, that kind of day. So we did that.
Yeah, and I like kayaks, so I'm convincing Tim to go get a kayak.
All right, well, it's
maybe
tit for tat here, Tim. Now he went fishing with you, so now it's your turn to go kayaking.
Problem is my kayak is a little more expensive than his fishing. But we're going to do that, yeah, and maybe we'll combine it because he likes to fish, so we go fishing on the kayaks.
And a few times, quite a few times, we've, you know, gotten in the car and drove up to Raleigh, and of course, we'll not lately, but one of the things we like to do is just go to the guitar stores and the music stores up there and just kind of make a day of just kind of drooling on stuff. You know what I mean? Because I mean, they have a lot of nice stuff up there. You know, we
my
enjoy.
wife doesn't like me to go there. If you look in the background, you can see what I'm talking about. She gets a cold sweat every time I head to Raleigh.
Oh,
I
what's
need to go to tax deduction.
Oh, well, thank you guys so much for being here with us again today. I'm so glad that even with everything going on, we've been able to touch base again, even virtually, and catch up with you guys. So everyone out there,
Good luck with your show.
Yeah, it's a great show you're doing. We enjoy it. So plus we got to be in it, so that was cool too. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully down the road we can play some more music for you. That would be really nice.
Oh, we would love that. We would love that.
Me too.
All right. Well, everybody out there, remember you can find the Rusty Bucket Boys online, and stay tuned. Later in the show, we will have some original music from the Rusty Bucket Boys coming up.
Y'all take care.